You know, when you hop in your car, you're not just a driver anymore. You're a data point. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how your vehicle is tracking your every single move.
All right, so let's get right into it. What does your car really know about you? I'm willing to bet it's a whole lot more than you think. I mean, from where you're going to how you drive, your car is basically turned into this powerful information-gathering machine.
Just think about the last time you drove somewhere. That GPS? It wasn't just showing you the way. Nope, it was logging every single turn you made. And those new cameras inside the car, they might be tracking your eyes, to see if you're paying attention. Oh, and that time you had to slam on the brakes? Yep, the car's sensors recorded that too. It's crazy. Every little thing you do is a data point just waiting to be collected.
So, you gotta be asking, how did we even get here? Well, that brings us right to the heart of the matter. Our cars aren't just simple machines anymore. They've totally transformed into these, sophisticated rolling computers.
See, here's the thing you have to get. All those awesome features we love, the advanced safety stuff, the seamless navigation, they're all powered by this super complex network of sensors and connected services. And what's the fuel for this whole network? You guessed it, it's your personal information.
And look, this quote right here, it just shows you how serious this has gotten. I mean, think about it. When privacy experts, the people who look at everything from your phone apps to your smart speaker, say that cars are the absolute worst product category for privacy, well, that is a massive red flag for all of us.
Okay, so collecting all this data is one thing, but that's really only half the story. The other half, and you could argue it's the more concerning half, is figuring out where all that information actually goes.
And honestly, the sheer amount and variety of data they're collecting is just astounding. We're not just talking about your location. Now, it's everything. How you steer, when you unlock your doors, what phone you connect, and even a super detailed profile of your driving habits, like if you speed or drive late at night.
And here it is. This is the real kicker. That detailed profile they've built on you, it doesn't just stay with the car company. It's often shared or flat out sold to a whole bunch of other companies. We're talking insurance companies, marketing firms, and a lot of the time, you might not even realize you gave them permission to do it.
And look, this isn't just some theory. This is happening right now. The Federal Trade Commission actually went after General Motors for this exact thing. They found that data about people's driving habits was being passed along and then used by insurance companies. This could literally affect your insurance rates, all based on info you never explicitly agreed to share.
Okay, but it's not all bad news. It's not all doom and gloom. As a car owner, you do have some power here to protect your privacy. So let's walk through your action plan.
All right, these 3 steps are basically your first line of defense. Step 1, just be aware. Figure out what data your car is actually collecting. Step 2, get in there and tweak your settings. You got to dive into your car's main screen, that infotainment system, and start looking for ways to revoke consent. And finally, step 3, know your rights. You can actually use privacy laws to ask companies to delete your data.
And here's a fantastic place to start. There's a free tool at vehicleprivacyreport.com. It's super easy. You just punch in your car's VIN and boom, it gives you a pretty clear summary of your car's privacy practices. Things like whether it collects your location and if it's sharing that data with insurance companies.
All right, but as you start digging into those settings, you're going to run into a big dilemma. It's a fundamental trade-off in pretty much all of modern tech. See, opting out isn't always free. Turning off all that data sharing might mean you lose access to stuff you actually use, like real-time maps for navigation or certain emergency features. Even cool things like remotely locking your car from an app might stop working. It really is a direct choice you have to make: convenience versus privacy.
This quote from BMW just nails the whole problem. They said that disabling all data sharing can make your car behave like a smartphone in flight mode. And that's exactly it. If you want total privacy, your super smart car suddenly becomes a lot less smart. It's basically cut off from all the services that make it so advanced in the first place.
Okay, last but definitely not least, let's talk about something super important that a lot of people just forget about. And that's what happens when you decide to sell or trade in your car.
There are 2 steps here that are absolutely essential. You got to do them. First, do a factory reset on the car's system. Wipe all your personal data, your phone connections. Treat it just like you would an old phone you're getting rid of. Second, and this part is so crucial, you have to formally tell the car manufacturer that you don't own the car anymore.
And here's exactly why that's so important.
If you don't tell them, the car might still be linked to you. So imagine this. A stranger takes your old car for a test drive, drives it like a maniac, and all of their bad driving habits could get logged and attached to your profile. That could end up impacting your own record.
So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this one question. Is the price of all this convenience really worth the cost to your privacy? It's something we're all going to have to figure out for ourselves, because as our tech gets smarter and more connected, drawing that line is only going to get tougher and more important.